Hey everyone, it's the KLX Kid. I haven't vlogged in a while, so I thought I'd fill you in on what I've been up to. And I'm riding in the winter. It's December 25th, so I hope everyone had a good Christmas. It's the 25th when I recorded this. I don't know when I'll get it uploaded. But this video has a little bit of this in it. But anyway, I'm up in the field. It's cold. It's about 25, 30 degrees in that area.
Yeah,
Did you look at the motor off the hood? It's scary.
like covered in oil.
No, like it's neat, but like
It's just
the whole
plastic.
motor has like a Kevlar or fiberglass shield around the front of the belts. Even like you cannot see the motor. Like it is 100% enclosed. It looks like just a chunk of plastic. When you open up, I'm like, oh my god. It's like I wouldn't begin to even try to even know how to work on the thing. The salesman's telling me, because I was talking about this, I was like, well, I see those Touaregs that were four-cylinder with their turbocharged.
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah, he said, Volkswagens are good. He said, the only thing is that the parts are expensive. He said, they're also known for, he said, the Audis and the Volkswagen turbos. He said, 80,000 miles. Yeah, I don't know, you have to replace the water pump and something else. He's like, you have to do it. So I don't believe, like, it's like $1,200 to do it. I was like,
Well, the first thing you're going to notice is I'm not on the KLX. I actually sold the KLX. In the fall I raced round 11 at a GNCC and got my ass kicked. If you pick up a DRZ, well, KLX, whatever, if you pick it up 30 times in a race, it wears you out. So I decided I was going to sell that bike because I have the KLR and buy a two-stroke. So that's an 02 KX250. When I got the bike, it had some small issues. The nut was off the clutch basket, so it had no clutch. But there was nothing wrong with the clutch. I took it apart, retorqued the nut there on the clutch, and pinged the lock on. You know what I mean? There's like a nut, and you smash the tabs in so it doesn't back out. Did that. We did the bearings for the clutch lever, like on the engine case. I don't know what you call that. The release mechanism is what the manual called it. The bottom shock bearing was out of it. The linkage was good, but I had to replace that bearing. And I got the front forks rebuilt. And they're super stiff. I need to soften them up, but they were leaking everywhere, and I put new bushings and seals in. Well, I had those put in. I didn't do those myself. There's my buddy Scott and his dog. Well, his girlfriend's dog. But I did zero engine work to that bike. It runs great. I'll rebuild it soon. I'll let Scott ride it around here a little bit. It takes one lap. It's like zero traction. The ground being frozen under the snow. It came with a lot of extras already
Only
on
10
it.
pounds in the back.
The hand guards were on it.
Wow.
Has a Henson clutch basket. I don't know who the clutch is made by. Supposedly has a weighted flywheel, but I don't know the difference. This is my first two-stroke in over 10 years. My first race two-stroke ever. So I need to get used to just riding this bike, and it's going to be the one I race next year. Try to race as much as I can. But I still have the KLR, so that'll be my main dual sport. I just got the crash guards finally for it, and the skid plate. I need to get some kind of bags for it yet. So that picture there, that you just saw, was actually taken with my new Sony Action cam. It's just the AS15, but most of this is still shot with the GoPro Hero 1. And this is all my buddy's property here, so I'm a lot of riding around in circles. Just pinning it. Actually, almost eat it right up here. Solid ice under here. Right there. I can't believe I caught it. It was scary to do than it is to watch right there. I actually couldn't get moving right there. So I'm going to go down what we call the death trail, but it's really not a trail at all. It's a route we ride, and we try to make our way down this hill any way we can. And I figured it was snowing, so why not try to trash the bike we just rebuilt, you know? It's actually quite steep. You can never tell that in point of view footage, but it's downhill, it's pretty steep. So for all you guys out there that like riding single track, try riding no track. Oh yeah, the bike also has oversized radiators and the Duval radiator guards on it. It has a skid plate on it, but it's just a little one that goes in between the frame rails. I think that's about it for extras. Gripper seat. Now these are old logging roads here that we traverse while going down this quote-unquote death trail. I thought I'd crash through that stick, but it ended up pushing my front wheel sideways, so I had to back up. This will probably be the only vlog I do in the winter here. And hopefully it'll be the last one that I'm doing a voiceover on. Because with the action cam I have a mic input and I'd like to just do stuff on the KLR and talk to you while I'm riding. I like the sound of that better because I'm actually not just making stuff up like I am now. See here again, this road's blocked off, so you gotta drop down in the woods. I'm really out of breath, out of shape. My buddy Scott and I usually we used to do this on our 400s in the night in the dark. It's a lot of fun that way. I actually overheated my bike and killed a battery just going down this section of trail. I'd like to start riding up it. I think that would be more fun. But we just try to get a trail beat in here. But we've yet to do that. It's just sort of crash down through wherever you can. Trying to find neutral there to get the bike rolling. Now I gotta kick it again. I'm also not used to kicking a bike, having an electric start for so long. Oh, the bike, that's another aftermarket thing that's kind of handy. The bike has a kickstand on it, which most two-stroke racers, you know, none of them come with it, but this one has an aftermarket one on. I don't don't know if you noticed yet down to your left, but that's the main road. Goes right back up to my buddy's house. And this is another one of those logging tram roads I said about. They're blocked off. If you look up there was a log down across them. So you can't just ride up and down those. Just looking for a good spot to drop on the road. Because I know that drop off there, it's a steep embankment. It doesn't even seem that way on camera, but right here it's pretty steep. And everything was fine doing that. But that dirt tire on this pavement just, as you see there, just walked right out from underneath me. And this is a busy road sometimes, so I have to be very careful. You should never ride your dirt bike on the road, kids. It's illegal. Put her up in fourth gear, catch it here. Make my way back up to Scott's. So thanks everyone for watching. That's about all that's going on right now for winter. If you're not subscribed already, please do so.